Hello guys, Jamie Del Rey here, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the epic poem Paradise Lost by John Milton. Now, I have been itching to do a review of this for a very long while, since I started university actually. Now, I've been in uni for a good couple, I don't know, I'd say I'm about halfway, if not 3/4 into my first year of uni. And we did this at the very start. This was the first thing we ever did. And ever since then, I've just been dying to make a review about this. It's basically an epic poem about the fall of Adam and Eve, from the Garden of Eden. Everybody knows that story. Biblical story. And basically, it may look like a novel, but it's not. It's in poem form. This is one massive poem, basically. And I would say it's the worst book I've ever read, but it's not a novel. And that title goes to another book which I will probably do a review of in the future sometime. But yes, there are many problems with this. Okay, problem number one. It's indecipherable. It's incredibly hard to read. I know it was written back in, I don't know, was it the 16th century? I'm not even sure. But Milton's style it's incredibly hard to decipher. It's so, I don't know, over the top, and there's so many references to different things that have happened in the Bible, massive references, and I've not read the Bible, and it's incredibly hard for me to understand what's going on. I hear in certain editions there are certain editions where there are sections and it tells you where different people are talking. This version it doesn't. So half the time I don't know who's talking. I'm gonna read you a passage from this. Let's see. Just a random page I found, page 4. Of Sinai didst inspire that shepherd who first taught the chosen seed in the beginning how the heavens and earth rose out of chaos, or if sea and hill delight thee more, and Siloa's brook that flowed fast by the oracle of God, I thence invoke thy aid to my adventurous song, that with no middle flight intends to soar above Onion Mount. What? It's basically in another language. I technically haven't even read that. I've not read it all at all. It's split into different sections. They're called books. Well, they're basically like chapters. And our uni course only required us to read book 1, 2, 4, and 9, I believe, and I think there are 12 books in there. But I didn't even read those. I found modern English translations on the internet. That's how bad it got. So, yeah. Another problem I have with this epic poem. It's not epic at all. There's no epic battles or anything like that, like you would think in most epic poems, like Beowulf and whatnot. What it does is it builds up to battles. It has this massive build up. It's from the perspective of Satan for the first couple of books. You'd think that's interesting, right? It's not. But it builds up these battles between Satan and his angel brother, and Satan, and he goes to hell at one point. Obviously, he gets thrown down there, and it builds up to this confrontation between Satan and these keepers to the gate of hell, and then it just gets let down immediately. No fight happens. Automatically, something happens to stop the battle, and it's just stupid. Like, you're an epic poem, for Christ's sake. There's nothing epic about you. Okay, right. Another thing I don't like, which I suppose is to be expected, it's biblical after all, but I don't like it and I don't agree with it and I don't want to have to read it, is it's incredibly misogynistic. Obviously, everybody knows the story about how Adam and Eve fell from Eden. Eve ate the apple after being tempted by the snake, which was Satan, and then Eve tempted Adam, and then they both, like, thrown out by God. But, like, it's so incredibly misogynistic to Eve. It blames Eve for everything, and women for everything. Like, I think Adam at one point starts talking about, oh, women and how terrible they are, how they can't be trusted and they're weak-minded and all this stuff, after he himself has been tempted by Eve. I just think it's ridiculous and hypocritical. I mean, nobody ever mentions that Adam was tempted by Eve. Just Eve. Eve was met with, like, the full brunt of Satan, and she was tempted, but Adam, just Eve was enough to make him eat the apple. Eve had to, like, go and, Eve had to, like, witness the full force of Satan and his temptive ways to eat the apple. Nobody mentions, like, how weak Adam was. Adam didn't even need Satan to tempt him. I just think it's stupid, the way it's so quick to blame Eve for everything, incredibly misogynistic. Oh my god, I find myself getting incredibly angry just talking about it. But yeah, it's stupid. I'm not a Satanist or anything, but I thought I was really looking forward to reading it actually after hearing that it was from the perspective of Satan, because that's not something most books, well, poems, to be precise, do. Not many works of fiction do that. They get you in the perspective of Satan, and I thought that'd be really interesting. And it wasn't. It was awful. It was stupid. I hated it. I have to go. I need to be going in like an hour and a half. But yeah, I just wanted to make that review for you. Sorry that the surface that this camera's on is a bed, so I keep having to like move it around because it keeps getting tilted. Sorry. Okay. Bye.